I think there might have been a video one day of just watching something where they're talking about mindset. They're talking about, your environment shapes everything.
Yep.
In 2015, I also around those sort of time, I started listening to Kendrick Lamar, and he's quite an artistic rapper. I'm sure anyone would know it if I did say the name, but he talks about this one lyric in a song, and it's like, the only limitations that we have are the ones that you put on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The only limitations that we have are the ones that you put on yourself. So I'll find the song for you guys.
Definitely. Yep.
But there was different seeds planted at different times. And for me, I started to realize that after 2015, I started telling myself, I don't want to be left behind. That was the reoccurring thought that was in my mind. I don't want to be, I don't want to be left behind. But in those 2 years, I did nothing but victimize and play that card of feel sorry for me and have a pity party for me. And, just stay fucking at home. Don't go out. Don't play basketball. Don't play video games. Just be alone and be, be so ashamed of myself. So I think in those times, that's why I love personal development, because it's not only created the way that I can talk and think about things and recall different situations, but it's also guided me out of the dark.
Yep. And that when you're saying that really dark moment was 2015, right? Some of the readings had already started in 2012. And the thing for people listening is you don't know when those tools or that knowledge, when you read that and it goes into your subconscious mind, you might not know that you're going to access it at some point in the future.
100%.
The thing with
100%.
Yeah, with I'm listening to you, I'm just I'm watching it, and I just know when the things happen, because I'm there's 3 years worth of self-growth, and sometimes we're doing the growth, we're putting in the seeds, but we haven't seen the plant, or we haven't seen the results. So we just go, well, that doesn't work, or this whole self-development stuff, so this, pump up myself and it doesn't really work and stuff. But like I said, if it's in your subconscious mind, there'll be a moment in life. And then, when you're having that, if I create the dark, I can create the light. To me, it's just certain parts of your subconscious mind with all those tools and all that stuff you've read, whether it's Rich Kid, Poor, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it's Who Moved My Cheese, and whatever, by the way, many other books that you've read, those things just form a certain perception in the mind. And then at the right time, it's like God's gift to you. It's here, right? Because for me, if you don't have that thought, that awakening, you could be still victimizing yourself in 2020. There's people that 100%. Do this. There are people that have 10 years worth of this. It's after a divorce or a breakup, or they got scammed on something. So the power of self-development and personal growth it's underrated to me. And that's why when I watch, and that's why I've been wanting to have you on this, because I heard about some of this on the podcast, obviously know a bit deeper when we've met and talked as friends. And it's a lot of people listening, sometimes they think that their problem or their story, and this is a key word, their story is not like someone else's. You don't really know my shit or my baggage or my this. And I know I don't. I agree with you on that. And I agree with the people listening. We get that. But everyone's is so unique. And at the same time, you have a way to get out and move on and move away from sort of reasons to results.